Hello, I've been out for a walk with Molly this morning. We went for a walk along the riverbank. The river's in flood and I found something on the riverbank that I want to show you. I found these things before, but I brought this home and I thought, yeah, this is interesting. This is something you probably haven't seen before. It's probably something you'll never see again. Certainly not in the wild. But first off, we'll have a look at these. Broad beans that I sowed, and then we'll push them to one side, and we'll talk about something a lot more interesting. Okay, these are the broad beans I sowed 2 weeks ago in this windowsill propagator. Okay, now these are beans that I had left over from last year. These are Bunyard's exhibition broad beans. Now if you read on the back of this pack, and I'll put it still up on the screen just because I don't think you'll be able to see this, I can, but it says packed in 2014, sow by 2015. Implying that these guys won't be any good after that. Now I didn't have many left, so I sowed them, and it's now 2016. So these seeds are past their sow-by date, if you like. And there were only a dozen left in this packet. And if we count these and look at the germination we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that one's definitely getting away, 11, and I'm not too sure that one will get away. So we've just about got 100% germination of seeds that are past their grow-by date. I've done a video on this before. I've done it last year about seeds past the sow-by date. If you've got some, sow some now. If you've got some seeds that are past their sow-by date, sow them now. And if they germinate, you'll know that later on in the season, if you sow them, there's an excellent chance that they'll germinate and grow on and make good plants. Just don't throw them out if they're past their grow-by date. Give them a chance. Okay, that's the broad bean bit. Now on to the interesting bit. What do you reckon that is? Not that. That's my mug. What do you reckon that is? I'm going to take it out of this mug in a minute, but we'll just turn it around slowly. I'll take it out and give you a better look at it. Okay, so the walk me and Molly done today was by the river. And this is the river that discharges from Ennerdale, the lake at Ennerdale. Okay, as I've told you, the river was in flood. We've had lots of floods this year. In fact, we had lots last year. And quite often anything that's in the river that becomes dislodged is washed down the river to the area of riverbank where we've just been walking. So this has come from further upstream. Okay. Alright, I'll tell you what it is. I'm not showing you it yet, but I'll tell you what it is. Oh, and I've got a couple of photos that I've took over the years that I want to pop on the screen now. So let me indulge myself, bear with me. There's a couple from the fell tops looking down on the lake. But there's one of some shells. When you have a look at that, and you've already had a look at this, you'll probably recognise what they are. Okay, did you have a look? Did you recognise what they are? They're a mussel shell. In fact, they're an English freshwater pearl mussel shell. These have been washed down from the upper reaches of the river. Molly and me found this one on the riverbank today. The other ones in the photographs, I think I found them last year or the year before. These guys are endangered, and there's a lot of money being spent at the moment to try and preserve them. They can grow for well over 100 years, but we've just started to lose quite a few, and the powers that be have decided that we need to do something about that. So there's some schemes on the go at the moment to pump water from one location to another to make sure these guys get plenty of water across them. They've diverted streams and gills, becks in gills, to try and get more water and gravel into the top of the river just to protect these guys. Did you spot the two pearl mussels in the river? Did you spot them? That picture was taken from a bridge just below the top of the river. I would be standing, or the camera would be about 12 foot above the river surface, but I had it on 30 zoom. So if you spotted them, imagine if the camera hadn't been on 30 zoom, if you were just looking with your naked eye, you would never see them. Never see them. Even if you were looking at them, looking straight at them, you wouldn't see them, because the only thing that comes out of the gravel is the lips of the mussel. Right, let's have a closer look at this one. And this is just the shell. Wow, how about that? That guy is 5 inches long. Okay, might even be 100 years old. He's dead as a doornail now, is history. But there are other mussels in the river just like this. But the only bit you actually see, they're in the river in that orientation, they're vertical, and the only thing you see are these, I hope you can see this, are these two top lips. There's very little showing, there's about that much will show above the gravel. Okay, the rest's buried below the gravel. So if you're looking through the surface of the river from the riverbank or from a bridge and you're looking for that, and it's more closed than that, you have very little chance of seeing them. I was very lucky to get that photo. So these are the English pearl mussels. A protected species. You're not allowed to go in the river, you're not allowed to disturb them, you're not allowed to touch them, you certainly can't take them. But this one's beyond help, obviously. All we've got is the shell now. There's no mussel in there. But I thought I'd bring it home, tack it onto a video, let you have a look at it. And if you want to know more about these guys, if you Google something like Ennerdale freshwater pearl mussels, something like that. Ennerdale freshwater pearl mussels. That'll tell you all you need to know, or all you might want to know, should I say, about these pearl mussels. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this little video about broad beans. Broad beans. I hope you've enjoyed seeing this pearl mussel shell. As I said, it's 5 inches long. Could quite easily be over 100 years old. But the fight is now on to save these guys because they are under threat. So let's hope we can save them. Okay, this is Homegrown Veg, signing out.